This is our conversation, and today we have a very special guest, a great friend of mine. Her name is Margaret. Margaret, how are you doing today?
Pretty good, and you?
I'm good. Well, today we're gonna be talking about a few things, and one of the things I want to talk about is being an entrepreneur and jumping. A lot of persons have a fear of jumping and, jumping into their vision, their thing. We in the Bahamas, like a lot of persons like to copy and follow and I open the chicken shack and you know what? You're making it. I can't go open the chicken shack.
Right next to him.
Yeah, so today we're going to talk about entrepreneurship and it's going to lead to some very interesting content.
I think it's a great thing that you guys are doing and creating awareness for young people and entrepreneurs and stuff like that. So kudos to you guys.
Thank you. So, what have you been doing in the last, 10 years?
Decade. A lot of people may know me as Believe from In-City. Me and Crystal Sky about a decade ago. That gives you an indication of my age. I think we were like the first people to start a pop group in the Bahamas. Two females doing pop, a little mixture of rap. So a lot of people may know us from Dancing in the Rain and Like Me and different songs like that. A few collabs with Sketch, Tada, Padrino. Yeah, a lot of the Bahamian artists that started to emerge back in that time.
So we can call you guys the pioneers of the pop area in the Bahamas?
I guess, maybe.
Still modest.
Yeah, a little bit.
And since then, you have kind of quickly shifted and went into another form of creative media.
It's a transition period. When we started to do music, and I started to realize that I didn't so much like the forefront and being on stage and performing. I mean, it was great, during that time, but I realized that I really enjoyed the back scenes, the business aspect of it, the marketing aspect of it, and branding and strategy and distribution and stuff like that. So that kind of took my interest a little bit more as opposed to being a performer or a writer or producer and stuff like that. So I remember, I think it was like 2009-ish maybe. I did my first jingle with Tada, which was for Subway, $5 foot long. I don't know if anyone remembers that. So, and then I was like, wow, I'm actually doing something that I love, something that I enjoy, and I am actually making a living from it. So, that set off a bunch of bulbs in my head. And so I was like, you know what? Let me focus a little bit more on this, and started to create more jingles, more radio ads, and after that I was like, well, I can expand into social media and branding and graphics, and started to develop an interest for TV, commercial, and production. So everything that encompasses marketing and distribution and campaigns and stuff. So it evolved from being an artist to the business side to kind of creating a brand in my own little niche for myself.
And it's a great brand.
Thank you.
Would you like to introduce your brand and your company?
It's eSounds Marketing. A lot of people may know it from jingles that we've produced for John Bull and Coca-Cola and Scotiabank and Wendy's, Furniture Plus, Subway, Sports Center. A lot of the TV commercials that we've done are for Sports Center, Heatwave, Surf and Swim. We've done stuff for AG Electric. The pot cake commercial with Island Luck, a Shorewind Paradise Games. We just did dabbled, whether it's a corporate company, a mom and pop startup company, we try to create a budget and be able to work with everybody to give them an affordable package.
From the content that I have seen, it's very creative, it's innovative, it's a new approach, like you said earlier, off it. The thing is, we try to not just walk through the aisles. We try to.
Yeah, we don't want to times have evolved. Back in the day, showing up to an establishment and shooting the front of the building, getting the logo, walking through the aisles, picking up the product, that worked for that time and period. But now we're in a new era. We have so much tools that are accessible to us, and there's so many talented people on the island that there's no reason why you cannot create a proper storyboard or sketch, storyboard, a video treatment, a storyboard from that, and then get your shot list together and cast the right talent and just create something a little bit more innovative and a little bit more thought into it, as opposed to just the front of the building. Yeah. But it also takes local businesses, to understand the value in marketing and the value of coming out of your comfort level. A lot of people are scared to try something new, or you go there with a new concept and they're like, but we want to show the front of the building. So a lot of businesses need to be a little bit open-minded as well.
So do you have a hard time trying to get businesses to say, listen, I want to try something different. I want to show you a different avenue that you can show to your consumers?
Well, in the initial stages, yeah. But I think as time has evolved and I guess my catalog or portfolio of work has built, when people see it, they'll be like, oh, we want something like that now. And people are excited to try new things, and they were like, oh, can we do something better than that now? So in the initial stages, there's a little tug-in, a little war going on, trying to get people to be open-minded. And you kind of have to, at the end of the day, they are the client, you know what I mean? So you have to kind of baby them along the way and kind of show them where doing something new could open new doors, new target market, new business coming in, more money coming into your store. So once you kind of show them that there's opportunity in stepping out of the box, they're open to it.
Yeah, so we've already explored how she's got into the new business, transitioning from the artist to now the marketing mogul. Tell us, what made you jump?
I didn't go to college. If you want to go to college though. But for me personally, I went to Temple Christian, and I remember being in my classroom and I looked at Atlantis as it was being built, and that really tells you my age now. And I just was like, you know what, I want to graduate, I want to go out there, I want to be some big executive, I want to make money. That was my train of thought. I didn't want to go to school. So I came out of high school, went to Atlantis, moved my way up to manager of VIP services, and eventually I went into being a croupier in the casino. But during that process, I was still doing music. So I used Atlantis as a stepping stone to get me to where I needed to be. And I remember I took some time off and I went to Atlanta within city, and it was to Da as well. And I just was like, you know what? I don't want to go back to work. This is what I love doing. This is what I want to do. This is what my passion is. And I was like, I'm going to just call them and I'm going to resign over the phone. So I called from Atlanta. I called HR and I was like, hi, is it possible to resign over the phone? And they were like, okay, yeah. So I was like, okay, well, I want to put in my resignation letter over the phone now. And that was that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Just like that. Moving into a new era.
Pretty much I was in a place in my life where I found my passion. I'm not sure where exactly it was going to go, but I just knew that this is where I wanted to be. And working for someone else was not an option anymore.
And what's interesting, a lot of persons don't find their passion, they don't find the thing that is completely them. Entirely putting all their effort behind their gift. A lot of persons take the time and they're following other person's dreams, and they know within themselves, this is not something that I'm comfortable doing. I can't do this in my sleep, because a lot of times I'm sleeping and dreaming music.
Yeah.
Hearing music. Constantly.
Yeah, most of my video concepts come at 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, oh my God, I gotta get up and write this, you know what I mean? So, I'm 36 now, and I'm still finding myself. I feel as though it's an ongoing process. So if I was to say something to a young person coming up, don't be discouraged. Who you are today is not who you're going to be tomorrow, next week, month after that, a year after that, because you want to constantly be growing and becoming smarter and wisdom.
Yeah, be constantly evolving.
Exactly. So don't be discouraged. I started off being a pop artist, started doing jingles. Now I'm owning my own marketing company that's opening doors, for real estate and different things. So take it every step as a learning curve, taking what you could get, learn what you could get, and just allow yourself to evolve. And something that someone told me a while back, and I wish I could remember his name, but it really resonates with me, is your truth is enough. So as long as you're comfortable in your skin and who you are, what you believe, your dreams and your passion.
That's what matters.
Exactly. Who cares? So
your evolution from the artist to marketing has also led to another business venture. Can you give us some insight on that?
So I love the Bahamas. Every opportunity I get, I am on a plane or I'm on a boat and I'm trying to visit another family island, and I'm trying to be a tourist, like a local tourist, and so in doing that, I was like, I really developed an interest for real estate, and like not just real estate where I'm trying to sell to an international market, but locally, and trying to encourage our local young Bahamians to invest in buying property on family islands or investments, or whether it's boutique hotels or making a development, who knows. The opportunities are out there, but we have to go out there and explore these islands to find out that there is really an untapped market out there.
There's a
huge. So I recently, I'm an apprentice actually with Better Homes and Gardens, Mario Carey. So what I decided to do is create this platform called Islands and Keys, where me and Daria Knowles, we travel to different islands. We just recently came from Exuma, San Salvador. I was to Cat Island, and we just create these video vlogs and blogs with pictures and tons of content to kind of just show everybody, like, look what is right in our backyard. I mean, why would you want to travel? By all means, please do travel because it's important, but like, don't forget about what's in your own backyard. There's such an untapped market, so much beauty, so much culture, like
so much to explore.
Exactly. So
if someone contacts you and say, look, we're interested in your venture, can you tell us more about it?
Well, the website is islandsandkeys.com. So all the social media platforms is Islands and Keys. And like I said, right now I'm doing my apprenticeship. Hopefully in October I'll have my license and I'll be able to, be this big sales agent for Better Homes and Gardens.
Good stuff.
Which, by the way, is a really great team of innovative, a lot of young people. Like Mario Carey has done a great job. He has a team of young, innovative people. They're open to new ideas and exploring marketing avenues. So it's a really great team to be with. I'm really proud of that. And the fact that they've allowed me to create this platform and kind of like partner with them as well is really great. But when you go to the site, any information that you want to find out in terms of residency here, or how to invest, or which island would work better for you. And like I said, we went to Exuma, Long Island, San Salvador. There's so much. I just came from Exuma. We actually stayed in Black Point.
Okay.
I saw the regatta going on there, and we had an opportunity. We met. His name is Scott. I wish I could remember his last name. This guy that's been coming here from the 80s. He was coming here with his dad, and now he's coming here with his kids.
So he is someone that doesn't live here.
He doesn't live here, but he's been coming here from the 80s. So like for about 40 years now.
You can say that he is somewhat of
a little bit. Yeah. So it was my first time to Black Point. He was like, "Oh my God, did you get the bread from Lorene's?" And I was like, what bread are you talking about? So I'm just asking the local people, what is this bread from Lorene's? So it's like 10:30 at night. We go to Lorene's. This is a local restaurant, and they're like, "Oh, you got to go to the house right in the back, Lorene's house, to get this coconut bread." And then they have this mix of raisin and coconut fresh bread. So here's this like tourist telling me
about your home,
about exactly where to get this bread from Lorene's. And I went and I got it, and it was like amazing. I intended to bring it home, but by the end of the morning it was like it was all gone. But I mean, so that goes to show you, like, we have people from around the world that are coming to our country and taking advantage of our culture and our resources. We need to be doing the same thing.
And the thing is, we live with a vacation.
Yes. So a lot of people are like, oh, Margaret, or oh, Believe, I wish I had your life. I'm like, buddy, you could. Every holiday, instead of hopping on a flight, to go shopping or whatever, I'm hopping to a family island because I want to take advantage of what is available to me. So you could be doing that too. Not doing anything special.
I recently went to Luther.
I love it.
And just found out that there's a second blue hole.
Sapphire hole? Hold on now. Daria knows, which is my partner with Islands and Keys as well. She's from Eleuthera. And I would like to take credit, or we would like to take credit for putting the Sapphire hole on the map. If you go on our social media pages, you will see where Sapphire hole became popular from us.
Cool.
Yeah, we actually made the jump, struggled climbing back up.
Yeah, I heard about the rope.
Yeah, no, it's frightening, but you gotta make that leap of faith.
Yeah, so, we have some phenomenal people here in the Bahamas, and one of the things I want to talk about, music. Our guest started off doing music, and it just literally evolved into a great life of just exploration and, doing something that you love. There are so many opportunities that we can take part of, that we can do. All you have to do is find yourself, find the niche, find you.
Yeah, and stop waiting for the opportunity to come to you. Create it for yourself, actually.
Create your own pond.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, it's out there. You just gotta search for it. Is there anything else you would like to share with us? I know there's so many things that has happened along your journey.
The only thing I really want to share is just encourage people, step out of your comfort zone, follow your dreams, follow your passion, create opportunities for yourself. Don't wait for the door to open it for yourself, because there's tons and tons of resources out there that we could be taking advantage of to just elevate ourselves higher and higher.
Well, thank you again for joining us.
Thank you for having me. I love it.
And I'm sure we'll have you back in the future. Tell us about more of your island adventures.
Definitely.
I'm sure you're going to evolve into some other, because, persons that think and most of us that jump.
If you have 10 ideas, write down the 10 ideas. If you have ideas, write down your ideas every day. No matter how many ideas you have, write them down and see what you can make happen. Don't just sit there idle. There's always something to be doing. And once you're doing what you love, passion never fails.
Well, again, thank you for joining us on our conversation. I'm Jason Main Ferguson. Believe, Margaret, it's been a pleasure.
Thank you.
Having you. Thank you.
Yay.